Oh my goodness, you're first. I can't believe it.
I've been muted the entire time. My Windows updated and it muted me. I am actually mad. I've sitting here. And my camera doesn't work. I've been sitting here talking the entire time, and I pressed start recording. Whoopsies by accident. I thought I pressed stop streaming. I almost pressed stop stream by accident. Oh my goodness. I was sitting here saying, Katie, thank you for the gift subs to the bot. I appreciate that so much.
Hello there.
I was about to do it, but you did it as soon as I clicked it. But thank you, Katie, for the gift subs to the bot. I said goodnight to Rookie. I said the whole thing. I said the whole spiel. And thank you, Rookie, for the video I stream watch streak. And I can't believe pro streamer. Absolutely. Absolutely Tandy, of course. I never claimed to be professional. I'm adequate at most. An adequate streamer. Amateur streamer. I shouldn't say amateur. I've been streaming for almost about 3 years now. Almost 3 years. Actually, my anniversary is coming up. Not now, but in April. April's my actual anniversary when I first started streaming for 3 years. Which is it's too long to be honest. Kylie, congrats on first. Katie, second. And Zach, congrats on third. Hi, Zach. I missed it the whole, oh brother, this guy's live. When you did the whole redeem. I'm so mad at myself for that. I never see when Windows updates. It's so terrible. Kylie with a 425 stream. Not the ew, Kylie, are you okay? No help, please. Katie, thank you for the alert. Hope you have a good time. MND, welcome. You just arrived from a 4-hour coach travel. Disgusting. Isn't it like at dead of night where you are, MND? Because my goodness.
Breaking news! Streamer Dava787, who's been streaming for 3 years, still doesn't know how to start stream, or if he's muted. More at 6.
You know how hard it. I should count. I need to count how many times I've started streaming without my microphone working. Because I've done it at least, if I stream once a week, I've done it at least, if I stream once a week, what? If I streamed, let's say I streamed the normal time I do every month, I've done that at least twice. At least twice. A night coach travel, which took 4 hours? A night coach travel, that sounds, actually doesn't sound too bad. You sleep on the bus? You have a good nap? Hopefully you fell asleep on that bus, because my goodness, for 4 hours, that's disgusting. Alku. Man, it's not incredibly. Hi Alku, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Beans. But what the croissant to throw at me? I got you, Beans. Beans, is that what you want? I will still always threaten violence with this thing. It will be thrown at you, whether you like it or not. Special. Very much. To whom? Not anyone else. Well, thank you for claiming your compliment. As a neck pillow? Actually, no. It's large enough. Well, it's like large enough that you can kind of snuggle with at the same time. So it's never really a neck pillow for me. Then I don't really go outside. And it's soft, but in places that I have, I'd lay on it. It's not bad to lay on. It kind of makes like its own blanket, to be honest. Which is a weird sentence. But yes, how's everyone's day going so far? Today's one of those night stream days where we just play City Skylines at night until I pass out, which is usually at around 7, so we'll see about that. But hopefully everyone had a good Sunday. Oh, today's Sunday. I didn't think about that. I've been thinking that today is Monday the entire time because I have to go out to work. And I should say this. There is supposed to be a blizzard. Pass down the chair. I may or may not have done that yesterday, Kylie. I may or may not have done that yesterday. Also, what is that little emote? Or not emote, that little badge you have. Bing bong love? Into a peak stream for 15 minutes? Oh. Wait, I should have that. I was in a peak stream just yesterday, but maybe not. Sag. But did you do it again last night? I did. I definitely did. Yes, Kylie. After everyone disappeared, I woke up here at 10 o'clock, just butt hurting. Everything was in pain. I was like, oh, I'm getting up. I even forgot to put in my eye drops before I sleep, or before I had slept, which is not great. I probably should stop forgetting to do that. But what else? I was going to say something. There is a blizzard happening right now as we speak. We've been in a blizzard warning since this morning, and I'll just say this: it's one of those blizzards that New York has been getting, or New York is said to have gotten, or be getting, 12 to 16 inches. We're getting 10 to 20 inches. Yes, blizzard. However, I mean, it's already technically started. I've never once, not once, well, I have once been disappointed. And I am still disappointed by the amount of snow that has fallen. It is too warm outside for the snow to actually stick to the floor. So those inches that they said, that they promised, you know? You ever been on a Tinder date and they promised something and it wasn't the right size? You know, that's why I feel like outside. It's kind of terrible. That's a lot of snow. It is. Except I can still see the ground and grass. There is nothing out there. It's just sleet. Until tonight. Tonight might change that, but we'll see. I have to go to work still in a blizzard, because the blizzard doesn't end until tomorrow afternoon. So who knows? I might actually see 10 inches by the time I wake up. But I'll still have to go to work. We'll see what happens. Don't ever lie about how many inches you got. Be proud of it. Exactly. You shouldn't lie about how many inches you have. You never should, Beans. See, Beans, I know that you're Beans, 8 inches right there, let me tell you. But hi, welcome. Also, hi, Amy. How are you doing today? Yesterday you were on voice call, you were cooking lemons. I was not cooking lemons. I made a key lime pie. I made a lemon pie, and Kylie, let me tell you, it kind of came out pretty nice. You don't really taste the lemon, like, compared to if you wouldn't taste the lime. The lime is much... You could taste the lime a lot more than you can lemon. So, putting those 2 limes in there wasn't... Oh no, please don't say heck. I did 2 limes, so it kind of brought out the taste just a little bit. Just a little bit. And the creme brulee, I need a blowtorch because I can't live without it. I don't... No, please, actually don't do it. Actually don't do it, please. Everything hurts from sitting for 4 continuous hours. See, that's terrible. You didn't get to stretch up at all or stand up and your boy be average? That's pretty average, Geen. I just called you Geen. I just said Geen has an average 8-inch penis. I just said... I can't believe I just did that. Well, now you know, Beans. Now you know. Geen's packing. We're playing City Skylines today, and a few mods have updated. Hi, Green. Ugly. Oh my goodness. Why are you so handsome? Why on earth are you so handsome? Hi, Green. Welcome. It broke?
Say less. I want to time you out.
What broke? What broke? What's broken again? So, hi, Papa Bear. Papa Bear. Hi, Papa Bear. Welcome. Chow. Wait. Hi, Stu. Welcome. Wait, what's broken? Did something break? You couldn't taste lemon because you put 20... I still couldn't taste it, Kylie. It's not as strong. Lemons are very tart. Very, they're not as strong as the lime. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did.
You did, Charlie. You definitely did. The more you shine like a diamond. You see, I don't know what to do when somebody claims a compliment, but then they redeem lurky hello. Oh, like a villain that they are. Oh, thank you guys for redeeming your compliments. Hi, Stu. Welcome. But lime is strong. Lime is very, very strong compared to lemon. A lemon is like a very calm down kind of citrus, you know? After some point, but lime. Like, I love me some lemon juice, but lime. But yeah, some mods did break. I loaded the game with a bunch of errors, and I crashed the first time. I didn't know what was happening. I went back in the Paradox Workshop. I saw that Tygon separated all of their mods. So all their trains and all their train cars and all their subways are all in different mods, which I don't know what that means, but it might make everything different. So I loaded the game up, and it was telling me a bunch of stuff about different paths and tracks that aren't connected. So as I loaded the game, which you'll see here, that I was going to talk about, actually. I was just going to talk about that too, MND. I loaded the game, I saw that some of my trains weren't connected. I was like, oh no, that means, oh no, they're all broken. Because I really do not want to reinstall this. This is a pain to set up, but all you have to do is go back into traffic and then toggle them back. And apparently they come back. So I was actually gonna sit here and cry the entire stream if that did happen, or if I couldn't fix it. But also, yes, you're right. MND, I know a lot of people have been complaining about City Skylines and their change of all of their lighting and their lack of fog or occlusion, their, what is it, ambient occlusion. I haven't complained about it. I didn't really see anything too bad with it, I should say. I will say it is feeling more, every building feels like it's looking at you compared to before. Like usually before, the farther you are, the further they can't see you, if that makes sense, because of the ambient occlusion and the fog. Now it feels like they're all just kind of eyes on me, if that makes sense. If you go into dev mode and actually fix, I shouldn't say fix, but re-enable that lighting that was back, or here, override ambient occlusion and set it back to a lower value, you get more of that fog back, that more fog feeling, which is honestly, it's just better this way. It's just better this way, in all honesty. Like, this is what I mean. The buildings up close can see you, but the ones farther away, they have a hard time seeing you because it's a little bit foggier. This is what I think it should look like. Me personally, I think this is a better look, because it gives a better look to the skyline to give a sense of depth. I cannot see, the sun is way too bright, but it gives a better sense of depth, you know, compared to when everything's facing you. So I personally do think that if there was one update that Colossal Order could make, I don't mind keeping all this stuff. Just turn back on ambient occlusion into the base game, and I think it'll be a lot nicer. Let me refix all these tracks here before I continue here. Very what? Breathtaking.
Hello there.
Just now. My goodness indeed. Hi, Chris. Chris, I heard today. Actually, no, I didn't even hear. I know today. Well, let me just show which ones are broken. You're broken. I know today that you played City Skylines 2. And I was so sad to hear that I could not be there to participate into this action, because I would have 100% sat there the entire stream, but sadly I had to go to work. And I refuse. I refuse to believe that. Not only did Chris start City Skylines for the first time, but Scotty also loaded City Skylines for the first, well, I think this is Chris's like second time, technically speaking. But even Biscotti loaded City Skylines as well, which is an anomaly, you know. I never thought I'd see the day he dies, and he made me really sad. Lies, and we're so oh wait, you and Biscotti co-streamed it? Oh my goodness, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Oh, he didn't. I was really sad when I seen it. I was so sad. Let me get your wheel here. Whose wheel was that? Tundra. Urban. Hi, Urban. Hi, Tundra. Chris, your wheel. It was the most saddest moment of my days. I was like, because the moment that I saw the go live notification, Chris, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Finally, I saw a train IRL after 3 years. MND. 3 years. Not strange looking. Very. Yeah. You are in fact just that one. They're working. Good. Good. Also urban. Let me clear all these out here. This pathing, this I love this grass. The tall grass in this game is just so nice. I love it. What was I going to say just now? I said Urban's name and I don't remember. Was it just to show him the train and it was just on the grass? Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I can't seem to remember. My memory is quite terrible. Are you okay here, bud? Why are there just a line of trains here? So I love that. Just a little worm train going by. Oh, it's just so fun to look at. But how do you enjoy it? I am still so sad that I missed a co-stream even of Chris and Biscotti. Of City Skylines 2. That's what I was saying. I was so sad because the moment that I saw your live notifications, I was in the locker room because I had to get ready to change to get into my clothing. So I can't walk in there with my phone. You can't have your phone out there. You can't have anything on you. Can't have food. Can't have nothing. So I popped in just for 1 second and cried, and then I left. You see, that's fair. Honestly, Papa Bear, that is fair. The look of it can be a bit. Also, the cars. What on earth happened? Oh my goodness. But yeah, the look of it can be a bit meh sometimes. That's understandable. In the most remote location possible. A lot of social housing. Me being cheeky. Please. Oh, but how did you enjoy it though? Did you enjoy it better than the first time you played it, Chris? Did you enjoy Cities the first time you played it? Or was it not as... Or was it smoother when you first... Or rather, not smoother, but did it feel nicer to play when you first played it? Because of mods? That's fair. Honestly, the honesty is probably the best part. The honesty is probably the best part. That's it. Ah! There we go. Because I still will always agree that this game is a lot nicer when it is modded. I haven't played vanilla since it came out, so there's not much I can say about that, but I will say that the game does make a nicer experience. I mean, same for Cities 1. The same rule applies. Cities 1 is a lot nicer when it is modded as well. So I can't say anything about that. Twin, you're at work, so be lurking. I want to say hello. Hi, Twin. Welcome. Hopefully, work is going just well. But yeah, I think you're gonna have a lot more creative decisions when it comes to this game, especially. Because if you ever seen a Gray stream, my goodness, Gray is a maniac, I'll tell you. That guy details far beyond human Wow, that was a bad stutter. Far beyond human comprehension. There we go. That was hard words to say. I should connect you two, actually. I know you're gonna cause problems, but I should connect you two. By the way, so I'm gonna ignore the world and play Sims and watch Smallville have fun. Amy, enjoy your Smallville and Sims. It's been a minute since you played Sims. Well, enjoy your Sims and Smallville. Do take care. Last stream we built this staircase on our waterfront here. No matter what I do, the water level seems to keep rising, and I don't know how to stop it, and I'm afraid to stop it, to be honest. And it's getting more and more concerning. I've raised the water level up by a severe amount, or not the water level, but this track by a high amount, and it keeps overflowing. Just great. Just great. Hi, Kira. Welcome. Kira, is the blizzard coming towards you by chance or no? Is it avoiding you? Is it just gonna be rain? But yeah, we built this the waterfront here with inspiration from Chicago. Chicago's waterfront. So we're gonna keep going alongside this path here. However, we're going to remove the staircase aesthetic to an extent and then pull it forward until we can make like a nice parkscape, maybe, you know? That's the idea. I kind of want to open maps just to see what it would look like or what it does look like. I'm noticing that I'm dropping a few frames every now and then, which is a bit concerning, but I'm sure it's fine. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Welcome. I am dropping a lot of frames, but it seems to be fine. I'll let it do its thing. Let me open Google Earth. We had snow this morning. Oh my goodness, Carnage. Hi, Carnage. Welcome. Pick them up. I can't pick up my frames, Kylie. I can't. I just can't do that. We had mostly snow this morning and might get some later. It's mostly east of you. Not strange looking. But, yeah. Very true. Very true. Darkstar. Hi, Darkstar. Welcome. Read your message. What's the status? I'll get to you on that because when I responded, I just got home. I'll get to you on that. So we were trying to make a park with inspiration of the Chicago River here. And there are certain portions of the Chicago River where it kind of extends outward just a little bit. And I kind of want to take advantage of just that forward extension. However, there are just some things that you just can't do in Cities 2 compared to Cities 1, which makes this more difficult. But also, how are you doing, Papa Bear? I haven't seen you in a while. The frames are melted to cool off the AI servers. But hi, Darkstar. Welcome. Welcome. And thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a good day today. A good time. It's like this. Ideas like this are really nice. Like just have a nice little staircase going down and then having an outside grass area. We could do this. This is possible in CS2. It's very much possible. But I like to have more, you know, more outside areas, more sitting areas, more roads or paths. So we might want to go, I don't want to say wide, because there's only so much we can do with pedestrian roads. Like, I'd love to use this, but again, it breaks, and this is a path, so it's not the same. So I have to use this. I don't want to, but I don't have a choice really. But this isn't bad still. I'm just having this as an open pathing. You can't look at what they did to my boys CS franchise. I'm sure it's much nicer now, right? I personally think, Papa Bear, I think it's in much better hands. I think it's in much better hands than before. Roll Builder? I'm afraid to use Roll Builder. I crash every time I use Roll Builder. And I panic, to be honest. And I fear those errors would pop back up again, and I don't want to deal with those errors. I'd love to make it wider though, but at the same time I can't because they're not the same road. So I physically can't do that, which makes it more difficult. What sucks now is I can't connect things to this because they form a rigid wall on the side, which breaks my wall movement. The only thing that you can do is to make it the same designed quay that you had placed originally. So I think it was this one. Not that one. This one. This is the only way to make it not have that whole, you know, terraforming exterior out here. And the only issue with that is, yeah, they don't snap well. It makes a solid wall in here too. But I mean, I don't think that's a problem if I'm being honest. I don't think that's a problem, but we can fix that.
It's pronounced quay.
It is.
Say it with me now.
With a Q.
With a Q.
Mm-hmm.
Quay.
Quay. One more time.
Quay.
Not what?
Not key. I don't know who says key. It's quay.
This is key. Only maniacs say key. Trinity, hi Trinity. We do, Kiera. However, here I'll show you a picture of it later. It's the most sad excuse of a blizzard that I've ever seen in my life. It's so depressing. You know how sad I was when I left work, and I was like, "That's it." It was so sad. It was so sad. I'm actually using another quay wall here. I probably shouldn't use too many of these differing walls because they change in thickness, but I'd like to use this, but they're just too wide, and I really do not want to mess with that. I also can't mess with quays either, because quays do that. They terraform the land with them, which is not great. These ones don't, which is why I use them here. I don't really have to. I could just change this into something else. I could just change this into a quay wall and revert it, which might be a better idea. Because then I can have things going into it a lot easier. I'll just have to use move it to drag it back. Honestly, I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that. I would like for this thing to have railings as well, and these things are for boats. So, you know what? Let's change this. Do I want this to be smaller or do I want it to be thicker? And even if I did that, I can put bridges across here now. So I actually think I want this to be... I'm gonna make you smaller, and I'm gonna make the one here thick. I think that's the best idea. Biscotti! Hi, Biscotti. I was just saying how sad I was that I missed your stream of City Skylines 2. How did you enjoy City Skylines, Biscotti? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it horrid? Was it something that you expected? Was it all that you wanted and more? I only want one answer. I only expect one answer. Oh, I can't do the thin one because of the... Because I can't get close to roads. Because roads have their own terraforming layer. I have to use a thick one. Pain. Pain. It's fine. It's fine. We keep losing you. You do keep... Oh, you are losing me. Okay, so the frames are going down, huh? It is just not me, huh? Okay. I wonder if it's the snow. I wonder if it's the snow that's hindering me. I mean, the trees are all white, but it's not sticking to the floor. Oh, I wonder what's causing the frames to drop so much today. It's coming, isn't it? It just might be. It just might be. Lord have mercy, my internet is about to bust. Not me. Oh, goodness. Just a dusting around these parts. After you want to hear from a drizzle, see a few flakes. I'd love to respond to that message, but I don't know if you'd hear me. I don't know if you'd hear me. Sticking with you. I thought it was a Mayan. Hi, Bob. Yeah, it's lagging bad, huh? It's lagging bad. Yo, it's lagging horrendously. But it seems... No, it's just down. Hold. I wonder if it's, I wonder what can be causing that. Because it says that it's fine. Bollocks indeed, Kylie. Bollocks indeed. So funny. It's so funny. Carnage. Oh. No, it's going down. It's going down. We're crash landing. Nope.
Bye bye.
Hold. No. This stream is crashing. This stream is 100% crashing. It's about to crash. Oopsies. It's about to crash. Oh, goodness gracious. It's going down. It's going down. And I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. Oh, goodness gracious. I feel like this happens every so often. No, it might break. It might break. I can move you back further. Hold, hold, hold. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I don't think it's my internet. Hold up. I think it might just be an OBS thing. Let's see here. Bring what? Give me a ventilator. My goodness. My goodness indeed. Hi. Hi, Khan. Welcome. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing just so well today. Hi, Londo. Welcome. I'm lagging right now. I'm lagging a storm. So actually I'm doing terrible. Oh, goodness. So I don't know what's causing that. Only thing I can suspect is snow. Or just mostly just the snow. I don't even know if you can hear me. It could be. It's probably weather related, to be honest. Oh, the song. Oh my gosh, Chris. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's most likely the snow. Wrong button. Yeah, it's most likely the snow. Sweet Potato Day. Sweet Potato Day. Zach. Hi, Zach. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna keep it the same level, actually. Yes, you might as well, because I don't know if I can. It might still keep lagging.
Bye bye.
It's gonna keep lagging, probably. Yes, have a good night, MD. Sussy Mantos. Hi, Sussy Mantos. Welcome. Welcome. When you seem to run into an issue, it's your use of mesh Wi-Fi causing lag, I guarantee it. Oh. No, I think it's OBS. Because like right now I can see data transfer. The data transfer is fine, but for some reason it's not receiving a signal. So I think it's an OBS issue. I do think it's an OBS, a little bit of an OBS issue. Yeah. I'll put you here. It's definitely an OBS issue. It's definitely an OBS issue. Because yeah, my internet's perfectly fine. So I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm gonna buy levels here. I would love a Taylor 1000%. A specific Taylor command, a worm command. Fine. Just fine. I did con. I 100% did. I saw it and I was like, is that by con? I steal. As soon as I saw it come on the workshop. Nice. Also, hello, Nate. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this lag is getting me. I don't know if I want to make you a straight line though. I feel like making you too uniform is just too odd. You have to curve at some point, you know? Oh, it's stable. It came back to stable. Let me know if it lags like that again. Because if it does, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. So I don't even know if you guys have heard me. I don't even know what you guys have heard since it was lagging really bad. That's the wrong bridge. That's for sure. Notice the update, they reduced the bikers and there is a big reduction of bikers. According to the patch notes, they reduced the amount of bikes by 80%. I understand, but 80% is how much they reduced the bikers. I'll be honest, I'm not mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at the reduction of how many people can ride their bike in the city. Because 80%, it was too much. I found it to be too much. Thank you for that, Chris. Yes, you must refresh. There's a couple of patches back. It's better for me, at least in this update. It was still oddly shuttery every now and then to load. Yeah, it's been fine most of the time, but I feel like it's random, not random, but like at sometimes set times it will lag a bit. Sometimes at set times it will lag. Also, I just got a notification on my phone. I just remembered I never actually said anything about this, but the game that we played on Friday, the My Voice Zoo, I had released a TikTok and a YouTube short on it that I forgot to type into the Discord because I'm silly. But that game is hilarious. My Voice Zoo, I was dying of laughter. One of the only few times you probably see me crying on stream because I was laughing too much actually. Oh. That's pretty normal for you. It seems to have gone back down again. It seems to have broken again. Every single time. Nope, it's not Kylie. It went down. It all went down. Some shadows in my way. I can't see. Is that building moving? Hello? Is the sun moving? Oh, it's the cloud. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. It's the... Wait. The sun has to be moving. Isn't my anarchy not on? gonna come right back down through me. I don't feel like there's many dogs. Families have anywhere between 3 to 5 dogs in the city at least. I wonder if it's to make for or make up for all the people that were used to be in the city. Like not used to be, but hold on, what happened here? But so I don't know if you know this, Mantos. The patch also came with a bug fix to people that kept living forever. So they had to fix that as well. So I wonder if that has to do something with it, kind of, but not really. I just wanna. I can't. I wish they fixed Quays, because I wish Quays didn't terraform the land with it. Because I'd love to use these roads more, but because they pull the ground with it, it's kind of annoying to deal with. Because I want to make this on separate layers. I'm trying to layer this. But layering this when there's a guardrail is kind of not possible. So there are certain portions I have to leave open. So I want this whole park to be on different stacks. Or make it seem like it's on different stacks at the very least. And then just decorate it or design it as such while it's on those stacks. That's the idea behind it anyway. I say stacks, but they're not really that far up. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, something like just on different elevations to show that it's, you know, show that it's separated. I think this will look a lot, as long as the thing doesn't go beyond bounds here. What I also could do, is I keep forgetting, is just using the visible path and just drawing it myself. I tend to forget that you can do that. I just don't miss. I just don't really. Also, why are you? You should be in the same level. Why are you going up and down? That's. Are you not the same? Oh, I didn't. Oh, I'm silly. Oh, I'm the silly one. Oh, whoopsies. It's like built for city of dogs. Does the game out of cats? Now that you say that, I have a mod called No Dogs, so I don't have dogs walking around the city. Does this game have cats? I don't play with animals because the animals are extra people. They're considered as extra agents. And like Cities 1, your terrain is all funky, isn't it? Like Cities 1, having a higher citizen instance can cause a bit of lag. Well, not as bad as Cities 1. Cities 1, you could just hit a certain population and experience lag, or just having a certain viewpoint on buildings and you experience lag. But in this game, the more sims you have, or the more agents you have, the more lag your game will become in the future. So using the mod No Dogs will mitigate that from happening in the future, because some, like as you said, Mantos, there will be times where they have too many pets. Five dogs per household. I don't know if they still have animals when they're in this game. Yeah, they still do. So like in this building here, there's 564 residents now, and they just lost a dog, but there's 50 dogs in this apartment. So it can vary from building to building. Like this one over here has 436, but there's 190 dogs in this building. But because those dogs aren't rendered in the game, you can't. You see, it's putting a lot less simulation on the game because the game can't see them, or rather, they're not there. They don't exist. Either way, that's how I think it works anyway. But who knows? That might not be the case. Maybe they're just invisible to me, and I still can't see that. Michael, welcome, Michael. How are you doing today? When I'm with you. Oh, when it is a little more time. So good. Having a two-stepped walkway does work. They are divided. I'd like to put a series of steps between just to give a nicer access through. What are you doing? Why do all that? Why are you doing that? That was the most redundant move I've ever seen. You're not even told to do that. I thank you. I thank you for the pufferfish. Dream! Hi, Dream. Welcome. Yeah, that's the idea. I'm gonna see if I can get a few staircases in here. You know I do. As I always say, trust the process, you know? Don't believe it for what it's going to be in the future. Believe for what it is going to be now. In this case, this can work. This is perfect. I say perfect, but this might or might not work. By that I mean how I want this to look. I want a few steps, but I also want the steps to be not too... I don't want them to go down the next grade immediately. I want them to, like, you know, take a few long steps. There's no other asset. I mean, I place them myself, but that sounds like torture. That kind of sounds like torture, and I really don't want to do that. I could just use the pillars and just kind of place them piece by piece, but just decrease a step every few times here. Like, just 0.1 meter, maybe, even. But that sounds quite difficult. Between here, I'll make a little plaza space. I'm gonna keep this as memory. Well, no, it's fine. I have to mark that down. Let me try this. The invisible path, I'm pretty sure, allows for crosswalks to spawn. Thank goodness. But this is the only problem. As I said before, it's this dang wall, which is an issue. I don't... Well, hold. If there's a wall there, what I can do is... I still have to face the wall. I still have to face the wall even if I do this. This is why I wish that this game didn't have... Or if they remove the fences upon making anything that protrudes it, would be... I mean, it does for this. But I really don't want to put a path between here. Or ramp, rather. I don't want to. But it might be the... The staircase just looks nicer, I'm being honest. Maybe put the staircase in the skinnier parts and the ramp in the longer parts. Make it ADA accessible. I'll make that excuse. Why not? Let's see if this works. But you're good, Michael. That's good. That's good. We're trying to... Rather... I'm trying to figure out how I want this waterfront to look. Again, I don't want to put too many things here. Actually, remove that. I want to make this waterfront look at least very parkish, you know? Right now, it's very barren. You really gotta trust the process on this one. It's gonna have decals on this thing. I just wish that the quay walls wouldn't terraform because they look so much nicer than having this railing here. Especially on both segments. They look much nicer without it. This thing's gonna bother me as well. I don't think I want to keep this. I really don't think I want to keep this. I'm just gonna make this myself. I'm gonna hand make it. Step one. Let me get my staircase down. Just plop a few. From here to here, this shouldn't be much. I'll just put... That doesn't work. Tell you what I'll do. Tell you what I'll do. I'm just gonna do this. Let's do that. Just disguise it. Oh, it doesn't do the. Okay. Kind of hide it. Yikes. Like so. Working on your city? What kind of city are you making? What? You got any inspiration for your city? Oh, see, now it forms that. And I can't retaining wall it because it's going to have the same issue. Is it? Yes. Oh. I thought I was in the clear. That's seriously going to be the death of me. Do I have any asset that can resemble this but remove this at the same time, or make this not happen? What if I just... If it was on this side, that'd be perfect. Can I just do this? No, but it still terraforms the land with it. Oh wait, no, there's an asset in this game, I'm pretty sure, that can force things down. That can force terrain down. I don't know if I have that, but I need it. Because if I can do that, I can build a staircase, and it would actually work. It would actually look nice. Geen. Hi, Geen. Welcome. Geen, you didn't hear me, or hopefully you didn't hear me, in the beginning of stream. I accidentally said something out loud. And it may have involved your name. The new asset pack with the bars and nobles? I did. And of course I have it, Mantos. Of course I have it. Just been trying to not go negative again in funds. Honestly, understandable. I really do think that the best way to gain funds is industry. Just build industry and zone. I wouldn't just say zone, but also builds the industry. Farming land gets you a lot of money. A lot of value, actually. What did I say? So I accidentally called you beans. That was my first mistake by saying beans instead of geen. My second mistake was saying that you have an 8-incher, let me tell you. However, I don't know if that's a mistake. I don't think that's a mistake. I think that's true. Pretty sure that's true. Unlimited. Hi, Unlimited. Welcome. Welcome. I'm back up. Thank you for the 3 watch for game. Trying to move the part of the barrier, the fences, the stairs. That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is how to remove this. This is why I say it'd be easier with the quay, but I can't put quays because they destroy the land. This is the hard part. Do you know what the asset's called that can forcefully terraform things flat? How'd you know? Had a feeling. Had a feeling, you know? I had that feeling. Because there is an asset in this game. I don't know if it's an actual thing in the game. I think it's a local asset that you have to install on the computer. But there is an asset that kind of does that. Kind of does that. Oh my gosh, you're brilliant. Wait, you're brilliant. Amir? Amir, you're so right. Amir, you're so right. How did I not think of that? Just use another thing and force it down. How did I forget? How on earth did I forget? No, stay down there. Why the 3 nodes? Move. Hello? Oh, jeez. I forgot. Don't do that, though. I need you to move from there, bud. There you go. Stop that. I see that it's trying to snap. It's really trying to snap to that, and I do not like the fact that it's trying to snap to that. But it's possible. It's possible, but it's ugly. It's possible, but it's ugly, but it still does work. Just tuck you back. Oh, so there's an ad about to start right now. Does work. We just have to use trees or planters or anything else to hide this. To hide my shame behind this staircase here. Yeah. I think this will work. I think that... Again, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. As of right now, it's in my sight. It's in my mind. I know what to remove it with. I did the same thing over here with these planters. You can use. These ones may prove a little bit better. But using these planters, because they actually do have... They do elevate, just ever so slightly. You are too big. You're like Geen size. My goodness, you're massive. You're even bigger. Oh my gosh, you know it can get bigger. I'm gonna use you to and kind of just raise you up, you know, and see how it works. Yeah, I think it might have to be a local asset that I have to use. But you know, something like that just to cover it, you know. Can't go too high, but something like this, something simple, just to really hide the sheer wall behind it. And then just get another one to lower it down, like at a different step, huh? I think that'll work. We just gotta pretend that we can't, or we just gotta pretend that it's just not. Well, that it's going to work is all. Let's see, look at that. It's gonna. Oh, you know what? This works. This works a lot nicer than I thought it would. Yeah, look at that. And then we could put like a little wrap around here for whatever garden that we wanted to. This is you're stuck in the ground, right? You're locked? Good. I mean, the same could be said for over here as well, but here's the issue with this side. I wanted to put multiple leveling between this. I don't think that's possible. I'll use the invisible path. I kind of scale our way up to this one. If the invisible path on Earth, oh. If the invisible path separated this, amazing. That would be amazing. But sadly, it does no such thing. Yeah, sadly, it does no such thing. It just kind of flows with it, which is kind of annoying, actually. It's actually very annoying. I'm gonna go through there, but I have to do it in one swoop. I have to make sure that this is grabbing onto this one, but I'll do that later. I'll figure that out later. Just use a staircase idea on this side, and just have the staircases kind of line up across here. Oops. Line up across here. No, that's cutting it too close. I think having them arrange in this pattern isn't bad. Or having them arrange, well, not in the upward portion. I think lower portion is better. As a little seating area down here isn't bad. It's just that pesky railing, that fence, or whatever you are, is just in the way. And curving you isn't bad either, so you know what? Doing this, but curving, does kind of work. Kind of. Kind of. But I just want to be careful about that. I might want to leave this blank space here. But at the same time, I don't know if I want this to continue because I still want the staircase here. So it's going to look a little bit awkward when the staircase is here. It's going to look very awkward, actually. Am I still as yours? If Ice Flake just adds more bridges into the game, hey, they got me. Honestly, they got me. I think doing it like this, or having it merge into the stairs, is probably the best option that I can give it. Let me try this. I just want to make sure that they're all on the same plane here. They look like they all are, for the most part, except for you four. But having them all in the same, hold up, they need to be lower. Just fine. Just fine. Who's just fine? Nico? I'm going to assume Nico is just fine. Hi, Nico. Welcome. Are you doing fine today? Are you feeling just fine? Solo all? It seemed that Nico was not doing just fine today. Nico is doing the exact opposite. Let's see. This should work. I'm tired. Honestly, I'm kind of alright. I'm also a little bit tired, but I'm mostly alright. You know what? This works. This works. I'm just trying to figure out this staircase situation, but I think this works. So I'm gonna stop you here. I think this is working. Oh, the grass thing's alright. But because Amir told me about the technique, I could just put another road down here, and this will be fine. This would actually be fine, which in theory, or in theorem, does the same rule apply to quays? Could I put a road on top of a quay and it won't terraform? No, probably not. Adorn! Hi, Adorn. Welcome. Welcome. It is fine, Kylie. It is fine. I'm not too tired. Not too. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's fine. Trust the process. If I see you guys losing faith, I'm going to eliminate you in the most friendly way possible. Okay. Just one note is all I need. Why are you visible? If you were invisible, that'd be great. I'd love it if you were invisible. But invisible paths don't terraform, do they? I don't think they do. Heck, I can't even see it. You're on here, is it you? Nope. Nope. Nah, you don't even terraform, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks a lot, actually. So we gotta do what we do. Bang, bang. Who are we eliminating? The non-believers. If I was invisible too. Okay. No one would like that if you were invisible. If you were invisible, what would happen if you were invisible, Kylie? The world would be so sad, you know? The world would be so sad. I have to go in, but I want you to go out. Which means I'm gonna need another node here. As painful as it is, I'm going to need another node here. Don't snap. Okay, you're fine there. As I said, don't snap, you snapped anyway. Stop that. Thank you. Did I press... Is moving my hotkey because that M is bothering me. It's Shift M. Cut that out. M. Just... No. Damn. No. You know what? Screw it. Just ignore it. Just no hotkey for. I pressed the wrong button again. Fine. Fine. And I have this 2 nodes here. I can remove this one. Good. Now you're still 2 nodes. Good. Good. So this is working. Oh, it was working until you snap to it. Oh my gosh, I can't escape the snapping. I can't click you. Did I break move it? I broke move it. I broke move it. I can't click nodes. Yeah, I can't click nodes. Move it broke. Well, dang. I can only move segments, but I can't actually grab any circles. I can't grab the node. I am about to crash out. I am. Well, we'll hold. That's not a node. We will have to make do with what we can do for now until I have to restart this game to get Move It to work. But I don't need to grab nodes too many. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. 100% I do. So you're coming down. You're going straight through, but you also have to stop. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of you. I want to use you as a little retaining wall here. Except you might be a little bit too big. 4x4 planter. You're a bit too small. Can I get something a little longer? 8x8. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. There we go. Grab you. It's fine because you're not a node. Yeah, you're a prop, so you're fine. Who did it? Who did it? Who was the one that played that thunder? Who had the audacity to play that thunder? As you know, I'm about to crash out just now. You know? Who was it? The moment that I see your name is the moment that I'm like, I'm not gonna time you out today. Of course not. Of course not. It was Tandy. I gotta think about it. If I were invisible, I'd spy on Tandy. Why would you spy? Let's see, copy. I want you all to be the same color. First off, I need you all to match. Stop. Stop. I just want to move that one little bit. Stop. Just that one little piece. Oh my gosh. I can't actually. I want you to close the seal. Close the gap. No, not you. Did I just move that one? No, did I just move that one? Oh, I did. No, no. It's fine. Just go over here and close the seam. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. It's gonna be okay. Paste. There we go. There we go. We got a nice little undercarriage under the bridge. We do have a little nakedness showing down through here, but it's fine. Yeah, I kind of vibe with that, you know? It's pretty nice so far. It's pretty nice. Now, how do I transition from you to you? I can't use move it. Wait, I can use move it again. It works. What? What happened? Why does it work now? Oh yay! Oh good. I don't have to crash. I don't have to close my game. Thank goodness, because I was this close. I was this close to ending it all. I'm kidding. Am I? I just have to be careful because I really don't want people logging up here. I really don't want that happening. I really don't want this connect. But now this is sticking out. I guess that's where I can use a bunch of trees and a bunch of paths just to make... Oh, you know what I can do? Silly me, I have this. We're just gonna hide it. We're just gonna pretend that we can't see this whole texture here. You're way too big, bud. Yeah, let's use a medium size. We're just gonna patch this hole. Isn't that what they would sinkholes anyway? They fill in the sinkhole? That's what I'm doing. I'm filling in this whole sinkhole here. Oh, they never knew that it was there, huh? I mean, I mean, the same rule applies to this, you know? Stop pressing that. The same rule applies to, like, the... Where are you located again? Here? Like these, you know? You could just really fill in that little space here. You know? And then, bang. You hide the corners from them. It's nice when it's kind of hidden like that, you know? You know what else you can do with these? I didn't really think about this, but this could be... These things could be my midsection. I didn't think about that. Oh, that section that I really wanted. Just kind of build these. And then kind of stack them up as I go... Why didn't I think about that? Like, build these on the outsides here. And since I have an ugly, horrifying little piece of landscape here that I can actually move out of the way... with move it until I find that piece of road. I didn't put one down. So once I put a piece of road down here, and I can actually move it and hide it away. Right? I don't know, I'm asking for confirmation, but I'm pretty sure. Why are you underwater? No, you snapped. I need you to not do that, please. But I could just, like, do this. And do that, and do this, and do that, and you know, just like that. It's kind of hidden. So it snaps when I move things, huh? Oh, and it forced itself into the ground. Why did you force yourself into the ground there? If I do this... I keep doing this, by the way. I never show you. Invisible. Oh, my back. Absolutely, I do that too. The power and the people. The power. People in power. Apparently. If you ever want your roads to stop snapping, just kind of drag them out with their manipulated mode or manipulation mode movement, and then grab your other node that you wanted to detach from. Pull it away. It'll unsnap and then undo your undo. However, you know, me doing that in the process just added this one to the fire, so... I'm just gonna pretend I can't see this. Yeah. Yeah. Bam. Yeah. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Hi, Bam. Thanks for the wobble. I hope they do. Very pleasant. Oh my gosh, those cheeks on that emo Tandy is wild. Wood. Hi, Bam. Welcome. Hi, Bunny. Thank you for the wobble. Oh. But how are you? How was the rest of stream, I should say? Because I know you were streaming. I peeped in at the very last minute. But how was the rest of stream? Look at that Patrick. That Patrick's so cheeked up. Hold on. The worst part is I can't move these. No, I can't level these down. Which really sucks. Which means I'm kind of stuck with... It's kind of a pain. It's kind of a pain. It's too much of a pain. I don't like this mound sticking out the ground. I don't like it at all. I like it. Dappa peeping equals scary. Scary. Me peeping equals scary. Well, luckily for you, Kylie, I'm not a peeper. I'm not a person that peeps. This is probably better to use than the smaller one. This is definitely better to use than the smaller one. I'm gonna use you instead. Actually, big brain idea. Big brain idea. Use this one, and then put this one in the middle. Oh my goodness, how does he do it? How does he do it? How does he think about it? I'll never know. The world may never know. Oh my goodness, that looks so nice already. Are you a peeper? No, I'm not a peeper. No. What in the tomfoolery? Tomfoolery. Who says tomfoolery? Those words don't make sense. Was great. Just goofed on GTA for hours. And honestly, and GTA is a whole vibe. GTA is definitely one big old vibe. I have GTA. It's too much size on my computer, so I never installed it. It's way too big of a game on my computer. I can't install it. It's disgusting. Why is it 112 gigs? That's far too much. I cannot play the game when it costs that much to install. Oh, I'd love to play some GTA though one day. But I'm happy I had a good time. We have 3 stream watch streak as well. I'm processing too much. Oh. Is it 1 meter off the floor exactly? There's little points, but it seems to be 1.1 meters off the ground, which is fine. I'll live with that. I'll work with that. It's not bad. I kind of like having these things kind of spaced out between, and then putting some kind of planter on the other level. So like putting this one on the lower side, but just I gotta work with the elevation step, but it's fine. Doing something like this, and then just kind of lowering it for the smaller piece to go on top. Well, this is probably a fine height because the smaller one has to be up here in like the mid section here. Like not you. Like you. I'm gonna pull you out for a second. Drag you in. But bam, are you feeling better though? I know they weren't feeling well for the past few days. I'm gonna raise you up just a tad bit. I'm also going to raise you up just a tad bit as well, just because you're kind of stuck in the elevation of the staircase here. But that's fine. That's fine. Hype? What are you hyping me for? Huh? Huh? Understandable. Understandable. Point taken. Fair and Balance is not my middle name, and something that is fair and balanced is not. You know what? As a matter of fact, it is what Carnage is going to win. Carnage. I hope you win this wheel. Carnage. I am so sorry. It's the middle finger every time. So life changes come my life changes coming your way. Life change. Oh, my light. What is off? I thought it was darker in here. The sun was moving. The sun was moving. The earth was spinning. Who am I? Okay, this building was moving. I wasn't crazy. Okay. But life changes receding into lurk. Of course, Trinity. Thank you for the lurk. Life changes do happen, you know? It's something that we humans have to do to make it take place. I really want to make this look nice, you know? So separating these into like these little middle aisles is not bad. But I don't want to put too many of them at the same time. But it is cool to make things like this into little parks. So putting like little grassways between here, or little knolls of don't snap. Like, let's just say that inside of here is just a ensemble of bushes, you know? And between here are just pathways, like pedestrian walkways that I can place between here and that ledge out to the outside path through here. Is the idea that I'm going for, you know? Then we can just kind of divide it again. It's just I found a way to transition, which is good, between this to this. However, what stands tall now is from here to here. The same thing can take place, or we do something a little bit different. It's just that the staircase is a problem because of the land between. The land between is, it's manageable if you use his landings and kind of place them between. They work, but I really want to use surfaces alongside this. I really want to use surfaces. I probably can just use the pedestrian path and just join it back into the middle here and kind of wrap it around like so, which is probably the best option, which is ideally the best option. I'm going to do that. Please don't break that. You broke it. I'm going to cry. Gosh. Those two nodes. Oh no. You're a pain. It's fine. Works. This works. Good. We could just lower down the elevation just a little bit, and then we should be just fine. Perfect. You, again, just have to move back. Again, use the method of moving the node out the way, grabbing it out the way and pushing it, and then undoing it, and then redoing it. Oh, but you... Out the way. Go back. Replace. You're a pain. You know that? You're a big old pain. Don't crash. Thank you. Okay, good. I mentioned that repeatedly though. You did it again, didn't you? Oh, there's water in here. Why is there water in here? I don't like that. I don't like that. Get out. Oh, you're so tedious. You're such a pain. Just that one little ledge of water just kind of lisping in, and I kind of hate that. But it's fine. You were bound to connect to here. I might as well just... You know, maybe I'll just make this an actual pedestrian path. A pathway, instead of making it come to an end down through here. It just has to go kind of wide and kind of come back in. I just don't like the fact that it has to go through this. I think there's nothing I can do with that. Except put another one, but there's actually nothing I can do about this portion here. Except for moving this back out the way just a little bit and kind of putting the smaller one a little bit closer. Which works. I actually prefer that. That's one method of doing it, and probably the only method of doing it, and getting that to work. I'm going to use this one just because I may want this to connect to this, and I think that'll be a better solution compared to what was happening before, or what the other plan was before, and that was making this go to dead end and making this one come down through here. This will be easier. I can also continue the staircase down to a limit. That limit being probably around here, so I can again use one of these as a little buffer between to prevent these things from closing together or enclosing together. So in using the staircase, I'm gonna put a little closed ramp here. And using the staircase again to continue down forward. Backwards. Also, you know, this one. So. I prefer to make this a straight line instead of curved, but this is fine. Using all of these staircases, I'm going to move it out the way slightly and level it down to the same plane, but same time. This works. This works for the most part. So getting this thing to line up. Lacing, we need more. I really don't want to have to keep using these pathways just to get this to work. I gotta find that asset. I'm pretty sure it's a local mod that I have to find through Sully's Discord. But I need to find that asset that can terraform things and force things down to a specific plane without having to do this. Because this is... First off, this is very yikesy, but this is also very tedious. And I kind of hate doing it. Because it messes up my nodes as well in the process. So I really want to find the other method of fixing that. But now... It's the biggest one. 2x2, 8x8. 8x8 might be the biggest one. I want to place you down, but I want you to uncover the whole thing here. About, if I could, I could make this into like a nice little stepping stair design, you know? Having these on different sides here. And then just kind of making them look like a... First off, they're facing them wrong. These things actually have to be curved the correct path, or else they will be darker than they appear. Which is odd for an asset, that they have their own color scheme based on how they're rotated. Placing you down here. Can be like this high. This one being... Oh no, you're the highest one. So you just go down, down. But you can't go too low because then you'd be below that one. So again, the road. Let's get that. Again, this is the only issue. Is it really an issue if it merges in with the ground? Is it really an issue if it does that? It's just very lazy, if that makes sense. It feels very lazy, if that makes sense. But I will connect you. See here first. But I mean, it's a start. Honestly, it's not a bad start. I kind of like the formation so far. It's just the second level that I worry about the most. The space between here is probably going to be the easiest in terms of just placing things down and decorating it. The space is difficult in itself, but I think it's manageable compared to this side. So through here, this one shouldn't be much of a problem. It just needs like decorations with trees, plants, and other kinds of bushes. Some say bushes. Wanna. figure that out as I go through here forward. You'll probably be colored in. You might even get a whole little seating area actually. But over here, I'm gonna connect. What are you? We don't get that issue anymore. We can decorate this with more of these and going further down here, which is fine. Nicer. Wait a second. There is a bigger one. Bro, you're massive. Why no, you're the same size. Why do you look bigger? And some portions just have railing space between. I think this works out a lot more nicer than I actually intended. Go here, but we'll figure that out later. Got me waiting. I can wait on you. You just be a path. I don't think I'm going to put a staircase between here. I think it's going to be an open air path. Rather, I could just make this into a own little custom open area or open sitting area or seating area. We'll see how that works. The staircase between here is the only thing that I have to figure out. And how to get it to connect from upper to lower. Invisible paths are basically the only way I can go about it without having to disrupt what's beneath the staircase. However, there we go. Never mind. Oh no, you terraformed that. Oh no. Wait, why did it do that? Oh, because it's still a road path. It thinks that it's up there and it tried to snap to up there. Who are you? That's the invisible path. I'm pretty... Is it? It is the... No, that's the actual path. Okay. It's the part that's in the bottom. I don't remember what's down there. I actually don't know what's down there. I actually can't see. Are you this? You are that. Okay. So do this. Don't go too low. Plan B. I might just keep the railing. I'm not gonna lie. I just might keep the railing. Can I just pull this apart? Will the railing go away? So painful. Like, it's actually the most painful thing I've ever seen. I'm sure if I just... I'm sure if I just cheese it, I can get it to work. I'm sure if I just cheese it, I can get it to work. Hold. I don't care if you're buggy. I'm just gonna force you in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. Now the ground is causing an issue. You're causing an issue. You're still causing me issues. How are you? Why are you terraformed down here? Why? Hold up. Please far apart here for a second. You trying to catch me off guard, huh? When I wasn't... Anything I wasn't paying attention? Yeah, you caused me that problem, isn't it? There's nothing I can do about this, is there? You're gonna be here forever, aren't you? You're gonna stay forever. That's terrible. What if you're the same level? What if you're the same height? This is bollocks. This is a whole bunch of bollocks. Pain. Either way. No, but I well, I have been complaining. I definitely have been complaining. This would be so perfect if you didn't do that. This works. I actually found something that works, and it's... What if it's just farther up? I forgot that was an every person command that I can use that. I completely forgot. Wait, but why don't you work? You are two separate nodes. Is it because you're too close? Pain. Thank you. It's fine. You're gonna stay like this. You're not gonna move. Until number move 2. Wait. A few more days or weeks? Wait. Did Luca confirm that? Did Luca say that that was coming out soon? Or actually confirm that it was coming out soon? I thought it was being still worked on, like delayed. Or not delayed, but I guess I didn't know when the release time was, maybe. Or approximately, I should say. This is like a face. I can't do that. He slipped up in his street. Honestly, that wouldn't be the first time that City Planner Plays has may or may not done that, and it's really funny when it does happen. It's really funny when it does happen. Special. Ooh. So me. Hi, Shannon. Welcome. How are you doing? Maybe that can work. They were on recently. Not today. But they were definitely on recently. For a time, you know? Welcome back, Brucey. Welcome. Blizzard? The blizzard coming here has been nothing but a shame to me. A sham? A sham. It's been a shan. I shouldn't say that because now Shan's gonna say that I'm ashamed to her. Bollocks indeed. No, it's been so sad. For now, anyway. Not the cry, no. Oh, I'm not looking at this link. I swear, Carnage. I swear, every single time I click that link, it one frame, I see his face, and I close that tab so quickly. I close that tab so fast. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's only a blizzard now. Well, it's a blizzard before, and when it was coming towards New York, because the blizzard just means snow with a lot of wind. So if you're getting the blizzard, you're in for a wild time. I'll say that. You're in for a wild, windy time. I wouldn't be surprised if you lost power. Don't be surprised if you do lose power. I cannot believe this either. You know, that AI, or not AI, but that voice does not make it sound like you're sobbing. This looks like, I don't know why, but what I'm doing here looks inappropriate. Police! Help! Help! Police! I am intrigued. He's so it's never. It's already pretty bad here too. Oh, I believe that. In Jersey, it's gonna be pretty bad. Everything's bad in New Jersey. Let me just start there. But this blizzard, 10 times worse. 10 times worse. I don't know why I always talk smack every time I see New Jersey. Every time I see that word in chat. I really need to make that a command to New Jersey. You know what, Geen? Maybe I'll just make a New Jersey command just for you specifically. Just exclamation point New Jersey. And then you could like rate yourself on how New Jersey you were feeling today. I don't know what that means, but maybe. Maybe. Why did you allow this mods? Please. Hopefully I don't lose power or else I'll be forced to cut off the heckin' snake. Oh. Yes, you must cuddle the cold-blooded creature, Shannon, for warmth. Isn't that the opposite? Doesn't that sound like the opposite of what you should be doing? Okay, that should be fine. I'm gonna raise up. Well. You're gonna race through here. Thanks. That works. That works. The gabagoo. 100% New Jersey on a daily. Oh. This is fine. This is fine. This is perfect. I kind of like these footings, honestly. I don't know why, but this is reminding me of like you ever play that game, like that arcade game with the alien ships and you were the ship in the bottom? That was Galaga. That's what it was, Galaga. I don't know why I'm feeling like playing Galaga right now. That doesn't make any sense, but this is reminding me of those ships that would take you and you can absorb and upgrade your ship. If you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. But I sound insane. I sound insane for thinking like Galaga and City Skylines. Tundra, the best they can offer. The best you can offer, indeed. Don't go to that snake. I mean, if it keeps you warm, I mean, by all means, you know. Everyone be you, you know. Some people like to choke their chicken when there's to be warm, you know. I don't blame them, you know. I know she meant like an actual animal snake. I'm just being silly. Hi, Nora. Welcome. Welcome. You'll be a dead noodle. Oh, you will have to cuddle and keep him warm. Exactly, exactly. You have no choice. I will gladly take that snake off your hands, though. I will gladly keep a pet snake. Because he looks so friendly. All these colors and these stairs, my goodness. I need to click you, please. I need to click you, please. Thank you. Raise you up by 2. That's all. 1, 2. Perfect. Perfect. The danger noodle. I consent you give visiting me to take you. Please post address in chat. I'm kidding. Don't actually do that. Don't do that. No one do that. Please. Do not do that. I will erase your message immediately. Even if it's a fake address, don't do that. You can snap to that? Oh, you can. That would make life so much easier if I did that before. Okay, well, I know that address. I've at least seen Finding Nemo before in my lifetime. Believe it or not, I even seen Finding Dory. Crazy. Crazy. What was Finding Dory about? That was about Dory finding her parents, right? Or her family? Because she has terrible memory, right? That's which is crazy to think about the story or the premise to Finding Nemo. The fact that we don't actually know where exactly, what was his name, Marlin and Nemo lives in the ocean, someplace where there's coral. Well, that's for sure, and sea anemones or sea anemone, sea anemones are located. But were they off the coast of Australia? Always? Because you gotta think with the long journey that a clownfish has to travel just to find his son. He had to go through a whole water stream with a bunch of turtles, a bunch of jellyfish fields, you know. That's an adventure right there. It's a wild adventure, I would say. This is fine. I'll keep that there. Matter of fact, let's make it look nice. Let's get some chairs in here. Finding Nemo an Australian-based movie, now that I say that out loud. Are they all Aussies? Well, it was Sydney. Of course it was Sydney. In that case, the jellyfish should have been Man of War. Man of War... Well, Man of Wars aren't jellyfish. Technically speaking. Technically speaking, they're not jellyfish. I still don't know what they actually are. Jellyfishes have the weirdest life cycle, I should say. They're so odd. They're almost like not an animal, but they are an animal. They're disturbing, actually. They're kind of like sea sponges. Like they grow on the floor and then they sprout out. It's odd. See, Kylie understands. Kylie wants to see Finding Nemo. Do I want to use that bush? Do I want to use this tree? This tree's not bad, but I think the bush is actually better here. Placing a few bushes down and then getting them to stick. I think is a better option. In the bottom, you want me? I think it looks nice. I think you kind of squeezed it in there in a nice fashion, Brucey. It's pretty good. It doesn't display all the numbers like before, but I don't think it needs to. Really, I think you only need the first 3. It's pretty good. You try putting a link, Trinity? If you want, you can whisper me or Kylie the link. Hold up, my headphones are falling apart. I really should get new headphones. I really should. I'm going to assume that tomorrow. Hold up, they released an email about work tomorrow. Hold up. Hold up. Q. Hi, Q. Oh, one of those. Oh, one of those. Go into settings. Hold. Has extended the declaration of an inclement weather event to include 2nd and 3rd shifts on Sunday, February 22nd, and 1st shift on Monday, February 23rd. Per addition, please reference. Blah, blah, blah. So we get double pay tomorrow because of this blizzard. Neat. Neat. Let me see settings. Advanced simulation speed. Oh. Oh. You know, I kind of like 3. I like 3. Wait, I can make it 2. I can make it 1. What's left to go when it's dangerous? Basically tundra. Basically. It's a colony, not a single organism, which is so weird. A siphonophore? Not jellyfish. It's a siphonophore. That's what it's really called, or it's based off of when it's named. That's freaky. Jellyfish are freaky. So they're basically like mold. Like a bunch of not mold, but funguses. It's what it sounds like, a little colony, huh? Silk floss is not a bad one here. But hi Q, how are you doing today? That's how you understand it? Yeah, they're so interesting. I kind of like this so far. I probably should have put down a surface before I continue this. I actually do have to cover this as well. You don't actually need to be a staircase here. You don't. You can be gone. For goodness sake. Post a link. Oh, let me see. Oh, let me see. Yeah, that's a marine hydrozoan found in the Atlantic, Indian, Pacific Oceans. It's considered the only species of genus. The only species in its genus. That's... But genetic evidence suggests there may be more. That's kind of cool, but also really weird. Like, they're just so weird. The ocean's just a weird place. Those pictures. The ocean is just an odd place. This is why I will not swim. I will learn to never swim, because I will never be found in the ocean for my life. I will just never. Oh. Well, I can't build this yet until I finish, because the design of this will matter actually. So I can't do this until I finish whatever I'm doing in here though. Time check. It is 6 o'clock. That really freaked me out. They have complex intelligence and they can squeeze through time, which is weird. They can press their brain to move around, and stuff, which is also weird. I just don't understand sea creatures, man. Like, what is an octopus? And then, well, can't octopuses like see like every color? Right? It's an evolved lungfish swim by. Oh, like allegedly. I don't think it's allegedly. I think it's true. I think they can. Octopuses and like if you think about it, the ability to move all those appendages on your bodies, the ability to move their brain around just so they can squeeze it in different places, the ability to camouflage just by touching something and blend in with it. That's so wild. That's so wild. Incredibly wild to think about. Gazebos. That's what I'm missing. Gazebos. The heart spam. Should I use you? You look like a fine color. But I like you, Gazebo, better. But your colors aren't better. I mean, I could change the color, right? Unless it wasn't for props. I could just recolor myself. Who am I kidding? It's not bad. What if I make you white top or white trim? White top's not bad. It kind of blends in. Do I want more food carts in the front down here? You know what I do want down here actually is more piers. Before I continue this. Each single hole is the equivalent of a separate brain to each weird and wonderful stuff in this planet holds. You know what's also weird? Starfish. I never knew what was on the underside of a starfish until I saw what was on the underside of a starfish many years ago. Ever since then, I said, get that thing away from me. Starfishes are the epitome of nightmare fuel. They have so many legs, like suction cup feet, that they each individually move to move their whole body across the surface. No, jellyfish are too freaky. Not jellyfish, starfish. Starfish are freaky. I know. Too many missed calls, too many texts. You're bad. I don't like that. Give me every time. It makes me feel more of a spirit animal. What does, Tandy? Is it the fact that we haven't discovered the ocean yet? Most of the ocean? Every time I think about that, I'm like, man. Think of all the sea creatures that we haven't seen yet, you know? There could be leviathans down there. Okay, wait, that's a funny fact though, Tandy. I enjoy that fact. The fact that dolphins actually aren't, like, they're literally trying to get high from the poison of a pufferfish. So there's a bite on it to release a few of its toxins that actually kill humans. Here I am talking about poisonous. I'm just talking, don't mind me, I'm just talking about how dolphins get high from pufferfish poison. Hi Slay, how was the rest of cities? You enjoy cities? Welcome Panhandle, welcome Q, welcome Jonah, welcome Tandy, welcome Bearded, welcome Jelly, welcome Snow. Hi Snow, welcome. Hopefully everyone's doing just well today. Raid message, welcome Bretsky. I pause the music. Hi, how was the stream? Tell us more about your pufferfish. We were talking about how sea creatures are nightmare fuel, and I don't like starfish. And we were speaking of jelly. We were just talking about jellyfishes and about how they're weird, like how they grow and how they survive throughout nature. They're just so odd. Carnage. Oh Lord. Yeah. Get in there. Yeah. Thank you for the wobble, Carnage. Well, that's good. Hopefully stream did go relatively nice. But yeah, that's what we were talking about just now. For those who know me, my name is Dava. I mostly play City Skylines, as well as other simulation games, or just games with friends sometimes as well. Today we're working on a little waterfront. We did this last week. We made a little staircase on our little waterfront here, or a little riverside here. We're trying to inspire the stuff of Chicago. So this area over here, off of downtown Chicago River, passing kind of through the whole city, because they redid their whole waterfront, and I wanted to see if I can try to do something similar. So I placed a train down here. Don't mind the flooding. I don't know why the water level keeps rising. It's kind of terrible, and I kind of hate it. Kind of hate it. I've been there as well. Chicago is so nice. I think Chicago is an underrated city. If it was underrated, it definitely is. There's the plane. Don't look at it. Keep looking at it, Jelly, and you just might have to be. You just might become, let me just say, sleeping with the fishes. You might just become. You just might be sleeping with the fishes. So look at that train, though. Hold up. Look how long that boy is. Oh my goodness, it's a worm. Why is it so long? Oh my gosh, it's long. It's massive. Imagine sitting there waiting at this road crossing. This is life now. Aren't I a fish? No. You watch the world for the first time and goes, why? What is he doing? Carnage. Oh, it's just so. Oh my gosh, you're a long boy. If only it wasn't flooding all the time. If only. This is a long train. My gosh. Oh my goodness. That really should not be in a push configuration. That is wild. That should be pull format because of pushing all this weight. That's disgusting. Oh, but I hope everyone had a good time over at Slays. What was I talking about just before? Guys, if you're not following Raid, if you're not following Raid, if you're not following Slay, oh my gosh, please don't give him a follow. Plays a bunch of variety games as well, and today was his first time playing Cities back in a while, or for a while. That is going backwards. It kind of is too, Carnage, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it personally when freight trains are in a push format instead of a pull format, especially ones that are diesel bound and have this many cars attached to it, because that adds a lot of weight being pushed onto a train, causing or forcing a derailment to happen if a train were to be this long, you know, because this is pretty long. But I can't lie, it looks pretty nice though. It's just so amusing on the eyes. If they don't follow the Oh, that's a very true statement, Tandy. That's a very true statement. But yes, we're working on the waterfront here. We're trying to make it look a little bit nicer. However, we're just experimenting for the most part with different staircases and different, you know, levels of detail and whatnot. Trying to get everything to work, but I can give you a tour of the city, actually. I rather should give you a tour of the city. I kind of want to follow that train because it looks like a worm and I'm kind of invested. So, you know what? Let's follow the city by following this train. We're in downtown right now. Downtown Hudson Harbor. Uptown Hudson Harbor is up here in this portion. So the area that we're working in is uptown. So downtown is what houses our larger train station down here. As the train crosses the drawbridge over here, that feeds into the entire channel of the city that goes into our harbor over here onto the other side as well. Why is there a big fire over there? Why is there two things broken? I'll never know. As we go down further, we enter into a more smaller area, you know? Did you add those round painters by those stairs? They look very nice. Why, thank you, Jelly. I did. Thank you, Jelly. I did. That's all I need in life, you know? Just the, wow, that looks nice. I appreciate that. Yes. It was pain. I don't know how I'm gonna get this to go down here. This is the only hard part that I'm trying to think about. Because it has a bike attached to it, and I just don't know what to do for this. I'm lying. I think I found a way to do this. I think I found a way. No, I can't get bikes to come down here. Because they're already up here. I can't get bikes to get down here. Unless I somehow get them to pass through here. I just don't see how it's going to happen. We'll see. But as we go back here, look at that guy go. Look at him go. Oh my goodness, I can cry. You're not straight. Good. You can't say that to someone. Oh. Oh. No, not in today. No, no, no. This is Tinkerbell. The land is by Tinker Tailor, also known as Taylor. The Aussie that always goes to sleep. We have our little Walmart area over here. Over here is our train yard. Why are these trains so long? You're very long, my gosh. My goodness. This is all of our industrial area over here. What is this? SwitchCon? Rebuild that. What are you? Storage? Rebuild that. And our little homage area down here. Going further down here, we have our larger highway scale passing through here in our interchange for or bound for some of the industry over here as we cross across the water over here onto the other side of the landscape. Why is everything burning down? Hello? Rock me real slow. Yes. Well, as I'm over here, this is my power plant for the entire city, you know? I say the entire city. I can't say that anymore because I have another power plant now that I have two actually, this one and this one. So this one is our oil belt over here where all of our oil is founded from the boats or from these little towers, these compliant towers over here. As we ship oil into this area over here, I still got to make a whole nother industry area further down the line, most likely going across all the way over here for other services and whatnot. Of course, Trinity. Enjoy your lurk. And going over here further down is our more farm field, our farmish land. And since Slay raided, by the way, they gotta give Slay a nice road, you know? Because there's Biscotti from Biscotti's raid. There's Moose's construction site. Yes, there needs to be more. There needs to be more And there's Fashionville over here from Fashions Raid as well. So we need a sleigh. And I'm working in the waterfront right now, yeah? So this is what I'm working on right now, is fixing up this waterfront here, making it try to look nice. And fixing up our little inland water park area as well. Placing a nice spot for our stadium to sit around, so it's not just stuck, you know, in like a little concrete belt like in a regular American city. Where is this train going? Who are you? You don't stop here, right? No, you don't, because you don't belong here. Get out. But I also gotta figure out this area as well for a park, or park escape. This makes this more difficult. But a nice sleigh landscape, you know? What's a good word that... Oh, a little bus stop over here. Cypress? You're my main downtown road. I typically like to reserve you for something special. I typically would, rather. Your Orchard, your 2nd Avenue, you're supposed to be 1st Avenue. So I'm not opposed to you. Perfect. Sleigh Boulevard. Passing right through. Passing right through the entire waterfront area over here. A whole boulevard. Worth it. I say boulevard, it turns to a 2-lane road over here, but it gets us back, it gets the road back, so it's fine. Also, the road may have a lot of traffic on it. Might have a lot of traffic on it. Why? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Sleigh? You're a very traffic heavy road on my city, huh? You're a very traffic heavy road. Is the road slaying it? Oh, it's slaying alright. Oh. You ain't gotta see that twice. You ain't gotta see that twice, Jelly. No, no, no. Definitely. Definitely. I'm gonna combine you. But yeah, I don't know how we got on the topic of saying that, how we were talking about different sea creatures. And about how we don't like, or I don't like the ocean. I can't say it for anyone else, but the ocean, it's a place that humans have not really explored, or rather finished exploring, or rather half explored, because of how deep the ocean is. Like, we don't even know what kind of sea creatures are down there, man. Like, it's freaky down there. It's too freaky down there. Shadow. Good morning, Shadow. How are you doing today? All up Shadows here. You know what time it is. If Shadow's here, we have to play the song. We have to play the song. I gotta turn you up real quick. There we go. Good morning, Shadow. 9:20 a.m. and you're still live? I am. Don't worry. I won't be on for too much longer. For too much longer. My max time is probably, or most likely, 7. Took me in and made you breakfast. Didn't come from my land down under. Woman under. Got you here up under. Better run, you better take cover. Yes, 40 minutes max. Max, indeed, Kylie. Random Brussels. 6'4" and full of muscle. I stand to the mirror language. You just smile and give me a Vegemite sandwich. You come from a land down under. Well, I want to use this texture, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know how to use it right over here because I'm going really off script. I'm going off terrain, and I don't know how I feel like going off terrain. You know, I don't know how I feel like going off terrain. I don't know. I'm talking like that. Lucky stores of wealth. It's a blizzard in right now, Shadow. We got a whole blizzard happening right now. Trying to tempt me. I say that, but so far it's been pretty chill. Tomorrow morning is when I wake up and I discover that there's going to be 10 inches of snow on the ground. Tomorrow morning will be the answer. I'm still going to work, regardless of the snow. Regardless of the snow, I'll have to go into work. Yeah. The thunder. The last snowstorm we had, it was 20 inches. 100% we had to drive. I had to go into work. They sent like 5 emails saying, guys, you have to come to work. I know it's going to be a lot of snow. I understand. But you're an essential worker. You have to come to work. We need you. Because if you're not here, we're kind of screwed. That's basically what they're saying in their email. So I came. Not many people came. So we're going to see the same thing probably happen tomorrow. And I'm going to expect to be dying tomorrow. I will expect to be dying at work tomorrow. Whether it be literally or figuratively, well, we'll see about that. We'll see when the time comes, but we'll see about that. Oh, goodness. I love the work build trip. I'm not gonna lie, one of our leads did that. It was time for me to leave. Like, we were supposed to end at 2:15 is when they're supposed to let us out. Before it even turned 1, he's like, guys, I know you all are indentured. I just said indentured servants. I need to stop. Oh my gosh. I know you guys are essential workers. You're not wrong, Jonah, but the context to that. I know you guys are essential workers. And that means we can't stop until production is finished. So that means we have to hold you guys here for a little bit longer. Is basically what he said last time. I wasn't complaining, but at the same time, I was complaining. I was trying to go home. You may die trying to get in, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind driving in the snow. It's quite nice. I enjoy it, to be honest. What I don't mind is the, should I continue this boat path? I mean, why not, right? Why not? What I don't like is having to come to work when nobody else came to work, you know? Because that just means more work for me. And I don't like working. I don't like more work. That's on my hands, you know? Nobody does. What the heck happened to you? Hello? What on earth? What the heck happened here? You know what? What? I don't like that you're one node. That's so stupid. Stop that. Get that out of here. They pay us double. They pay us double. That's the extra, that's the incentive to come in. You get the hazard pay. So you're basically getting paid double or risk your life in the snow, you know? Those are the two choices. I like double pay, so I took my chances. I'm taking my chances. Our EMS? I work in vaccine production, Jonah. So we physically can't stop until we hit a certain quota or a certain number. So it's kind of a whole process. Hence why I'm an essential worker. I should probably stop pressing undo. I feel I'm gonna crash. You get one extra fat paycheck. You know, it would be nice if it wasn't taxed, you know? I wouldn't mind a big fat paycheck if the taxes didn't take away like a whole chunk of it. Because my goodness, I'd be making fine money if literally a whole quarter of it wasn't taken away by state taxes. Why are you sticking out so far and I can't push you in? Why? I want to push you all the way in, but you can't. You won't let me. I don't like that. These stats are essential. I worked it in Connecticut. It does the same thing when there was a blizzard, but we got no extra pay. Oh my goodness. You see, that should be a crime. You come in, no pay, no extra pay. You survive, you know? Just survive. But get in here, you know? At least say, like, you get a free 5-star date, you know? 5-star date. I meant 5-star dinner. I didn't mean to say date. I don't know why I said date. Free 5-star dinner. The 5-star date, huh? How down was a 5-star date? Tell me. You don't go up, do you? You do go up. I feel that. You're just on salary? Yeah, if taxes actually went, you get back to you. That do good? Like free healthcare? No. No, not at all. Free healthcare? You said the word free, Jelly? In the land of the free? Did you say the word free? Free? Oh, disgusting. Disgusting. Those words have never been uttered out of my mouth before. Free! I can't use any of you. You don't fit in here. Those are curse words over here. Oh, you do not fit. Can I even use? Okay, you do fit. 2 fit, which means I can't put anyone else here. I can put you here though. Yeah, free healthcare. Australia needs free healthcare. I don't think I'd survive in Australia if Australia did not have free healthcare. Everything over there is poisonous. Like, I feel you can't leave the mainland of Australia without dying, I feel. You just don't fit either. Oh, I could have used you. Little speedboats. Well, I'll place you somewhere else. I'll place you over here. Different colors. Okay. We're free to pay insurance companies and hospitals. Karen. It's against freedom. Spiders, snakes. Oh, the big lizards. Everything. Everything. Even the trees are poisonous. The trees are poisonous. How is that possible? Hi, Tom. Welcome. Also, I missed your message there. Greetings from Turkey. Stumbled upon your live stream by chance. Really like the part you created. I'll be following you for now. Oh, I thank you. I thank you. Could you say bring home? Let's get to Greenland. Even Greenland gets it first. Whoever made those, it must be hot. Let me tell you. How hot? They got six-pack, you know, massive penis, let me tell you. Huge. 9 inches, let me tell you. Oh, these are such good boats. What is happening? Oh, Khan made these boats. So, you know, whoever made these boats, you know, must be a... That's what I was saying. Oh. Yeah, the Gimpy Gimpy tree. That thing is deadly. Isn't its leaves poisonous too? Like, if you prick the leaves on your finger by accident, or if you prick the if you prick your finger on the leaves, it'll feel like a seething pain. The leaves have neurotoxin inside of it that can cause you pain like 1,000 needles on like the most microscopic thing, which is wild. It's crazy. And you'll continue to feel that pain even after it's, well, years later. Years. Wild. I don't like how you're stepping to the road here, but cut that out. Dylan Darius, welcome. Welcome, Dylan Darius. How are you today? Oh, that's right. I said I couldn't stop you because your bike path is the one issue here. Because you're a bike bridge up here. I don't really want to put a bike lane here, but I probably should. But I can't. But I should, but I can't. I have to move all this stuff on the side. I really don't want to do that again. I really do not want to do this. I know it's easy, but I just don't want to. I like the way it looks right now. And it gives a lot of sidewalk space right now. So I don't think I'll put a bike lane there. The bikes have to go somewhere down here, most likely. And they'll have to ride their bikes along the pier side here. That's the idea. We'll see. Pumpkinhead. Hi, Pumpkinhead. Welcome. Welcome. You put a link? Hold. You can whisper me the link. Like being burnt with hot acid and electrocuted at the same time. At the time was a postgraduate student at James Cook University investigation and herbivores that eat stinging trees. Oh, goodness gracious. Wasn't there a report about a guy that actually used that tree as toilet paper? I couldn't imagine using that tree as toilet paper. That sounds like the definition of a nightmare. That sounds like a full-on nightmare. Let me see. Yes. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh. First encounter with a gimpy stinging tree produced a sneezing fit in her left eyes and nose to run for hours. Even protective particle mask and welding gloves could not spare her several subsequent stings, one requiring hospitalization. But that was nothing compared to the severe allergy she developed. Being stung is like the worst kind of pain you can imagine. Being burnt with hot acid and electric at the same time. Developed over time, causing extreme itching and huge hives that eventually required steroid treatment at the same at that point. The doctor advised that no one should go further in contact with the plant and didn't. Why this plant? Why does this exist? Something so deadly. Why does it exist? Using toxic trees, toilet paper, maybe. He had hemorrhoids. That'll get rid of the hemorrhoids for sure. My goodness. My goodness. Because this is... This is painful. Things like acid. You think you went into anaphylactic shock and it took days for my sight to recover? Your vision. Across the face. 07 is to that guy. My goodness. My goodness. No, that's messed up. That's dangerous, man. That tree's nowhere near the habitat of, I say habitat, near civilization of Australia. It's like somewhere in the backwoods, hopefully. For your YouTube stream, Dylan Darius. Oh, yeah. My welcome. This should work. This should work. Hi, Gray. Welcome. Welcome. I was just talking about you earlier, Gray. I was just talking about how good you are. No matter how much I say things, they come out so strange sometimes. Oh, I can't even change this because of the topography. I can't even add a quay wall because it's a... Oh, because it's not a regular road type. It's the different one. It's the quay road. Makes this more and more difficult. Makes this much more difficult. This can't be here. Matter of fact, do this. Since you physically cannot pass through there, I'm just going to bridge you across the highway. Oh, you fit perfect. You kind of fit perfect. You kind of fit perfect. But I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. What do you look like? This one's not bad too. I kind of like you more, I feel. You're better off bridging across. I can't afford a bike to pass through here. I just can't. It's just not gonna work. So good. Incredibly good. Incredibly good, Gray. Go through here. Do that. Oh wait, I still can't put a quay wall. Oh my gosh. This is an actual nightmare. Getting it back to work safely. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your night. Or rather, day, morning. Time, rather. It is currently 6:43 p.m. here. On Sunday. I can hear a snowplow passing by, so maybe the snow is actually starting. Maybe the snow's actually starting, instead of being the coward that it was this entire day. Oh, great. Do you want to see the whole park that we've been building so far? So far, we got like these little staircases over here, kind of built about. And we're trying to figure out a design for this portion over here. Just make it a little bit more cozy over here, you know? I'm trying to stack them on different elevations. So it's a double-decker. I say double-decker, it's just a higher elevated park so far. I gotta figure out the tiling that I want to place down here. Like, I'm thinking there'll be pockets of grass or mulch, but then there will also be pockets of you know, tiling and concrete. Maybe it is concrete. Maybe just concrete, we'll see. Or I just use the planter boxes and just make the whole thing concrete instead. Let's see how this will look first before I actually go through with this. Now it's gonna be a little bit difficult to use concrete on this thing down here. Also, I'm being a little too loud here. There you go. Let's try up to here first. I don't know if you cover dirt. I should have tested it out first, but let's just find out. It does in fact cover dirt. That is so sad. That is actually so sad. But I mean, the concrete's not bad. I just need more green, you know? So I think I will use the planter boxes for more green. I think I will. But you shouldn't cover this. Oh, there's some pretty assets coming out in the pipe on there. Tokyo. I saw that. I saw that. I also saw somebody release or I saw a bridge, a little bridge asset, which would be pretty neat. I would love a bridge asset. I finished making a really nice river on your map today. Send pics, or it never happened. Or it never happened, Jelly. I might use you. I might use you instead. Might just use you instead. Might have you come. I want that. I might want more circles. I might want more circles and ovals. This is giving me a vibe of when I was in New York, walking around downtown Brooklyn. That's what I feel right now. That's how I feel. I'm gonna go more circles. I think circles, and then they take up a little bit more space. I use 4x4 circles here. Too big. think you're better. The truck is passing by again. I'm going to hear that all night. I can feel it now. I'm going to hear that snowplow just passing repeatedly. A nice little seating area, you know? You come out for lunch, you sit down on the boardwalk, you know? I kind of like it. It's a shame that there's nowhere to purchase food. But I kind of like it so far. I'd be here all the time, honestly. I'd sit down here, right by the water here. Watch all the roads, all the cars pass by, all the trains pass by. They don't know there's a highway behind this wall. They don't need to know that. Oh, they don't need to know that at all. Matter of fact, you can barely hear it because it's being dampened by the way, by the high the sound is, you know? Yeah. It's coming together piece by piece, piece by piece. Oh, I can bust looking at this. Oh my goodness. You got the bridge on the backside over there. Oh, you can barely see the bridge over there on that side. Where's the Golden Gate? You got three, where you can see three bridges here. Three suspension bridges. 1, 2, and 3. Just from this angle. All this stuff. This is the ideal spot for lunch right here at this table. Matter of fact, why do I have it to my fingers? Table! Oh my gosh. Perfect. This is my table. I call dibs. I gotta figure out what to do with the rest. But that's for later me to figure out because I'm gonna get my buns out of here. Before that, I do want to put concrete up here. But I actually feel like I want to leave most of this portion green. Matter of fact, I think I'll put a curb. I think I will. I think I will. I'm gonna put a surface here. I'll put a curb. This is commenting owl now. Oh, you get the croissant out of here. Highly. Just for that, if I ever come to the UK, I will personally enter into the UK and give you one big old croissant smack. And then I will shake your hand. Then I will shake your hand. A nice defining edge behind that. Perfect. I'll put you in the foot. Please know my feet are fragile. I don't have dainty feet, but my goodness, I don't think I can withstand a punch from Kylie in the foot. Nice. This works. I actually think I might want deeper grass instead of maybe moss. You could work. You could work. Let's go with you. Yeah, you work. A much darker color, and then have concrete kind of paste all across the rest of this. So keep some areas blank that we can use for like just different walkable area. Too small. Oh, then welcome. What's up? Absolutely nothing. We're just continuing the waterfront, and let me tell you, we're gonna have to continue this again next time. And definitely next time. But so far, I haven't saved once. So far, give me 2. I like how it's turning out so far. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. But yes, I have to end. Or I have to go back to work tomorrow. And suffer because of all the people that are going to call out tomorrow. I can feel it now. It's going to be me and only 5 people instead of 24. We'll see. But yes, I must end stream now. But let me see here. Is there anyone... Scroll to the side. Yeah, Mondays. Yeah, it's gonna be like that the entire Monday. I can feel it now. It's gonna be a lot. I know one person that's live that we can raid. Oh, and she just started too. It is fine. I hope it's fine. It is fine. I'm sorry, that sucks. That was better than you think. Oh, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. I'm gonna go to bed, but I know the person who I can go to bed with. It's a bad sentence. I need to rephrase my words. Oh my gosh. I need to. Oh my. I know a person that I can raid you to that I can listen to when I'm sleeping. That's... Oh, no, not the clip, please. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I meant sleep. Like, you know, you can have a good stream on and you can lurk too while sleeping. That's what I meant to say. YouTube stream, I'll see you again. I'll see you soon. Have a good night, Olymp. Have a good night. Take care. Take care. Get me out of here. You sicko.